The MIAA Volleyball Championship Tournament semifinals are this Friday in Warrensburg, Missouri. Host Central Missouri will take on 4-seeded Nebraska Kearney. The number 2 seed Northwest Missouri State will take on number 3 seed Washburn.
As a preview for the matchups, I had the pleasure of talking to Northwest Alyssa Rezac.
I'm here with Northwest Missouri volleyball player Alyssa Rezac. Alyssa, thanks so much for joining us. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good, absolutely. So first of all, congratulations on making the MIAA tournament semifinal round. How is the team handling the quick turnaround between winning on Tuesday and now having to play again on Friday?
Yeah, I think the days off kind of helped because last year we just went Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So having that couple of days to recoup is always good, and I think we're going to be ready to go.
Yeah, obviously we know how competitive the MIAA is as a conference. It's been a battle week in and week out for you guys. How have you and the team handled your best shots from teams while also facing some of the highest ranked teams in all of the nation?
Right. I wouldn't say that there's like a special thing we need to do. I think if we just play our game and do the basics, win the serve and pass game and limit our enforced errors, I think that sets you up for pretty good success. So we just kind of focus on doing the basics and stick to what we do.
Absolutely. So for Northwest Missouri, the rankings, wins, everything, it's kind of getting into uncharted territory almost. Does that add any extra pressure for you guys, or is that something that you really thrive off of and kind of enjoy?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we feel any extra pressure, but we just know we have a lot of potential and we really enjoy playing together. So just taking advantage of every moment we have and having fun and just doing what Northwest has never done is something really cool, and that we're really excited to see what we can do with it.
Absolutely. It's not every day that someone in Northwest Athletics does something that hasn't been done before. So
right.
Yeah, so obviously there's a little bit of change this year. You volleyball moved into the indoor facility this year. What was the team's reaction to that, and kind of how have you enjoyed that so far?
Yeah, so we got moved into the Hughes Field House where our football team practices, and it was a new environment right away. It was definitely a change, but I think we got used to it and we really liked it. New atmosphere, the bleachers and all that stuff was a little closer, so it felt like the atmosphere was a little more intense, and that was just really fun to play with. But now we're back in Bearcat, or at least we were this at the end of the season, and we still like that. That's always going to be our home. And, when the crowd's there, it doesn't matter where you're at, it's the fan base. So it was a fun experience, but we're glad to be back in Bearcat.
Absolutely. It seems to have paid off for sure. So you guys have been fun to watch this year. Congratulations on the great season, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
And I had the chance to sit down with Central Missouri's Audrey Fisher.
All right, I'm here with Audrey Fisher from Central Missouri. Audrey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Let's jump right into the questions. First question I have for you, how important was it for Central Missouri to get a chance to host this tournament, knowing the level of MIAA volleyball has always been so high, but even this year, it seems like the competition's even higher. It seems like all the teams have even gotten better. So what does it mean for a chance for you guys to host this tournament?
Yeah, it's extremely important. The MIAA has always been a tough conference, but it seems like this year it's the toughest it's ever been. So our first game that we played in the tournament was Missouri Western, and I've never seen a 1 and 8 seed like this. To come in and play an 8 seed, and the last game we played them, they actually took us to 5. So our conference is just incredibly strong. It seems like everyone's kind of been splitting or switching off all year, but getting a chance to host, I think, will really help us out down the road in the tournament.
And just talking about that, what does it mean for you guys to be still playing in the tournament and being a high seed as you guys are, knowing that the competition is that well and has been all season?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's like it takes so many moments of greatness to win this conference, and the level is super high. So just getting the chance to play all of these good teams, it's really awesome, and it's been super fun. And it's been fun to play in all these close games, and just to come out on top has been awesome.
And how has the team handled quick turnarounds like this week's potential 3 matches where, you don't really know, or I should say, really don't have a lot of time to sit around and prepare? Do you prefer that quick turnaround?
So it's interesting. This year we didn't have a travel partner. So we had a couple weeks in there where we had 3 games each week, and it seemed like we had 6 games within like 12 or 13 days. So we've been playing all year with this quick turnaround. I think we've kind of grown used to it. So I think that will give us an advantage. It's been a really tough schedule having to play so many games within a short amount of time. But whenever it comes to the tournament, I think we'll have a leg up on everyone just because we'll have practiced this, playing in a short amount of time and back to back. So I really hope that our fitness levels are up and we've been training for this moment. So I hope that beginning in the season, whenever we were doing this, will help us out in the upcoming tournament.
And I think it should. I mean, like you said, always either playing or practicing or anything like that. You guys are always staying high motor. And so that's going to help you guys, I believe, further down the road here. These remaining teams in the MIAA are also some of the best teams in the nation, high-ranked teams. You've had battles with all of them this year. When a match gets close, which they tend to do, especially with the teams we have this year, how does your team stay focused?
Yeah, absolutely. The competition is incredible. I think it's been the first time we've had seeds 2, 3, and 4 that we're playing against, and also Kearney being ranked 15th right now. I mean, it's incredible how many teams we have in the top 15. It's pretty crazy. But when matches get close, I think really what we do is we try and feed off of the energy, and we try and feed off of just the height of the game. We played in a lot of cool arenas this year, just with the crowd and the fans. And so I think that's been a big help. And then staying focused, I mean, we just have to try and really focus on what we're going to do the next play and just how we're playing. And just the biggest thing I think has been just washing the last mistake away and focusing on what's next. Because whenever you're playing all these really great teams, I mean, they're going to get some big blocks. They're going to get some big kills. And you just know that you can turn it around and you can do it yourself. So just washing it away and coming out strong the next point.
Well said. And I have a question for you that I just thought of. Speaking of your favorite venue or arena you played in, probably besides home, what has been your favorite arena or venue that you played in this season?
Okay, so this season, I'm trying to think.
It's probably, a lot, so.
I know. And probably my favorite, I know Northwest and Washburn are always really fun to go to because they have great crowd turnouts. And so the energy in the stadium, or just not the stadium, but the arena, it's so high and it's really fun to feed off of that. And at home, I feel like we've drawn a really great crowd this year. We've tried to promote more and get more of a student section going. So yeah, one of my favorite games at home was actually Northwest as well. So Northwest and Washburn really pull a great crowd.
Yeah, and those are two great programs in volleyball in the MIAA, and what they've done recently, especially Northwest, where a program, a couple years ago wasn't that great. Now where they are now. So yeah, like we've been talking about this whole interview, teams getting a lot better, competition getting a lot better, crowds are starting to come out. It's good for the sport and for the conference as a whole. How have you individually gotten better as a player this year? And is it safe, or is it scary to say that some of your best volleyball is still in front of you?
It's a good opportunity. I think there's always that, in the back of your mind, like it's postseason, if you lose, you don't go on. You have to win to keep playing. And so that thought is scary, especially since it is my senior year. But I know I have a great team behind me. And I think one of the key things this year has really been our defense. We've gotten some great defensive players. And so that really helps out our offense. Being a middle, it's like you have to have good passes, almost perfect passes to run any sort of middle offense. So having a great just defensive back behind us this year has really helped us excel.
So you believe that just some of the, I guess the team as a whole, the new players, some people that have just gotten better, has really made not only you better, but just the team overall better?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think, every moving part has really come together this year. And it's not just one player that can win a conference title. It has to be the entire team. And so those big games that we did end up winning, I really, truly felt like everyone was on that game. They were playing great. And so they pushed me to be better. And I think I pushed them to be better. And I think really just we have such a strong senior class. And so we've all been great mentors towards the younger players, and everyone just learning this year as we move forward. But I think we really just gel well.
And that's a good thing to have between, I'm sure these are not only your teammates, but your friends, people you hang out with outside the sport. So it's just good to have that connection and to build on that outside of volleyball. And maybe I should have asked this question first, but I guess I'll save the best for last here. 2021 MIAA Player of the Year, you received that honor. Just how does it feel to be recognized as the best player in MIAA volleyball?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wasn't expecting it. I think it's always kind of in the back of your head, like, oh, it could be me, but there's so many great players in this conference. And, there's still someone who was the player of the year in 2019. So, I'm extremely honored. I feel very, very grateful. And I think that's just a testament to the team I have behind me as well. We had, so many all conference awards. I mean, we had 8 girls. That's incredible. That's more than your starting 6, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm very blessed. I have some great coaches, a great team, and just, yeah, I'm very thankful.
Well, that's awesome. Audrey, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Have a good one.
You can watch both semifinal matches, Friday and Saturday's championship match, live on the MIAA network.